Hi, I'm Pat Fleming. Accu-Stats video production has produced hundreds of videos over the years, and now we're introducing our first instructional video, The Creative Edge. This video won't tell you how to stand at the table, make a bridge, nor follow through, but to appreciate this video, you will have to know these basic skills. But regardless of whether you've acquired good or bad habits in these areas, all of the strategies and techniques in this video will work for you. The intent of this video is to open your mind to other options, different ways of approaching shots and situations. We'll talk about creative safety play and what to look for in a 9-ball rack. We'll also discuss creative position play and what to look for in a straight pool break shot. And now, the creative edge. Let's take a look at a couple of shots that require some type of measuring or lining up. The first shot is one in which two balls are spotted on the foot spot, and you have cue ball in hand behind the head string. There's also an object ball hanging in the corner pocket. To eliminate any guesswork on this shot, position your cue ball one ball's width from the head spot, and shoot the center of your cue ball through the edge of the one ball. The kiss is a natural to pocket the hanger. This shot also requires some lining up. Here again, two balls are spotted on the foot spot. But now, the lowest numbered ball is the second ball spotted, in this case the 5 ball, and you have cue ball in hand. The bank option isn't there because of these balls, and you must play a safety. Most players play this safety by bunting the 5 ball to the side rail. But a better and more creative safety is playing the 5 ball 3 rails. To do this effectively, draw a line from the center of the 5 ball to the 3rd diamond. Place your cue ball about 8 inches from the 5 ball right underneath your shaft. With extreme right English, play the 5 ball 3 rails. Now I think you'll agree that this is a much better safety. It's not uncommon for an object ball coming to rest on the cushion right next to the side pocket like this. But if it happens to you, it usually spells disaster. But depending on where the cue ball lands, it might mean trouble for your opponent. For instance, what if the cue ball lands there? Well, the correct shot is a safety. By hitting the 9 ball slightly off center, you can leave your opponent cushion blinded. In this next shot, what do you do if the cue ball lands here? Well, a bank is in order. The technique here is to hit the 9 ball as full as possible while avoiding the double kiss. What will happen is the 9 ball will bank backwards slightly and then double bank into the side pocket. Let's see how it works for us. Try to hit the object ball as full as possible while avoiding the double kiss. But even if you hit less of the object ball and miss the double bank, you still have an excellent chance of triple banking it into the opposite side pocket. In this segment, we'll talk about the 9-ball rack. From the racker's point of view, it's always discouraging to see the 9-ball go in on the break, or the corner ball fly into the corner, or leave your opponent with a connected dots layout. But there are legal ways to adjust the rack, and we're going to talk about them here. First, let me explain the optimum order to rack the balls. You'll notice that the balls are racked in a specific order. There's a reason for this. Naturally, the 1 ball's in the front and the 9 ball's in the middle. After the break, the 1 ball always goes up table. The 9 ball usually stays down table. The 8 ball is positioned at the back of the rack. The reason for this is that we want the 8 ball to end up table. It'll usually rebound off the end rail and go in that direction. The 2 and the 4 are placed behind the 9. We want the 2 and the 4 to stay down table. The 3 and the 5 are above the 9. We want the 3 and the 5 to go up table. The 6 and the 7, well, they're pretty much unpredictable. But I think we can agree on this, that the most difficult rack to run is when the shooter has to move his cue ball all over the table. He has to go in between balls. He has to go up table, down table, up table, down table. So we've created that situation, or the possibility for that situation, by racking the balls in this order. The 1 will go up table, the 2 should stay down, 3 up, 4 down, and so forth. So let's break the rack and take a look at the results. Well, let's see where they landed and how they got there. Notice the 1 went up table, the 9 stayed down, and the 8 rebounded off the bottom rail hard. The 2 and 4 usually aren't moving fast enough to go up table, and the 3 and 5 usually move above the rack. Now, a common occurrence on the break shot is when the 9 ball moves directly towards one of the corner pockets, like this. Let's take a look at what causes this and how to prevent it. As you can see, the 2 ball is not frozen to the 9, and that's what's causing the problem. We've exaggerated the spacing between the balls so that you can get a better look. In this case, if the 9 were going towards the corner pocket consistently, you can prevent it by freezing the 2 ball to the 9. Let's take a look at a break shot when the 2 balls behind the 9 are frozen to the 9. Another common occurrence is when the corner ball consistently goes in, like this clip. Let's take a look at the rack and see how we can stop the dead corner ball. As we look at the rack, the balls are frozen, including the 2 and the 6. But a little known fact is that the balls are wider at the numbers. With this in mind, rotate the 2 and the 6 so that the numbers meet each other. This can create a whole different reaction on the break. You'll be surprised how often this resolves the problem. Let's take a look.